Hello, and welcome to Curly Shirley Storytime. Today's story is called Lexie, From Kitty to Cat in Barnyard Adventures. The author and illustrator is Louise S. Lexie is just a young kitty when she's adopted and goes to live at her new home on a farm. But Lexie's a little fraidy cat, and she doesn't want to go outside or explore the wonderful farm. Are you ready to see if Lexie will ever become confident to explore outside and find new friends? Let's go! Once upon a time, many years ago, an old woman adopted a kitten and called her Lexie. Lexie's new human brought her to live on a big farm. "I am so little," said Lexie, "and this farm is so big." She gazed out over the tree-covered hills and trembled. Tears rolled down her cheeks. "I am too little for this big farm." Lexie began to cry. Lexie's human found her in the yard. "Please do not cry, Lexie. I know what it is like to feel small in a big world." She stroked the cat's fur. "But you will grow in no time. You will make friends. You will not feel afraid for long." Lexie spent many days lying by the door. She wanted to play outside, but she was still afraid. When would she grow up to be a big cat? "I will eat all my food and drink plenty of water. Good food will help me grow faster," Lexie thought. She knew there was fruit on the table. She loved the colors and smells. But she had to eat her cat food first. Then her human would give her treats. One day, Lexie stretched by the sink. "I can almost reach the top of the counter," she thought. Her human noticed. "My, Lexie, you have grown. Soon you will no longer be a kitty." Lexie felt brave. "I am going to explore the barn." On her way she sat, amazed that she was taller than the grass. She had grown. The first creature Lexie met was a mouse. She sniffed it carefully. The mouse was afraid and ran away from her. Lexie chased it for a little while, then decided to continue to the barn. Before too long, Lexie watched a slow-moving turtle make his way through the tall grass. It must be awful not being able to run, thought Lexie. She felt bad for him, but the turtle did not seem to mind. Lexie left the turtle and continued on her way across the field. She was starting to wonder how much longer it would take to get to the barn. Her heart began racing in her chest. "I do not need to be afraid," said Lexie. "I am a big cat now." Even though her heart was thudding against her ribs, she continued on. "I know what I will do," said Lexie. She sat in the grass and closed her eyes. She thought very hard about this idea. Can you guess what her idea was? Her idea was to imagine herself as a black jaguar creeping through the rainforest. Instead of Lexie being afraid, everyone would be afraid of Lexie. Great idea, huh? Turns out it was not the best idea in the world. Lexie pictured herself as a black jaguar so well that she scared herself. Lexie jumped straight in the air. When she landed, she arched her back and ran to the path by the tall grass. After a short sprint, Lexie sat on the path to catch her breath. "I wish I had a friend," she said. Her human had said she would make friends, but when? Lexie did not have long to wait. Waddling through the tall grass was a pure white duck. "A friend," thought Lexie. "Good morning, Mrs. Duck," Lexie called out. "Good morning," replied Mrs. Duck. Lexie sat with Mrs. Duck in the sunshine. "Mrs. Duck," said Lexie, "do you know where the big red barn is?" "It is close. Keep going and you will see it soon." After chatting a bit, Lexie thanked Mrs. Duck and continued through the field. Lexie kept walking, feeling quite happy with herself for making a friend. She was enjoying the sunshine and stopped to smell the flowers. That is when she met her second set of friends. There on the hill beside her were a baby chick and a rooster. "Good afternoon," said Lexie. She introduced herself and asked if they knew where the barn was. "Just follow the geese. They will lead you there soon," crowed the rooster. "Thank you, Mr. Rooster. I hope I see you again," Lexie said. "Anytime you are near the barn, you will see all the animals." The rooster then flapped away with the little chick following behind him. Lexie sighed and continued following the geese. The geese led Lexie straight toward the barn. It was not far. She would be fine. There were 3 new friends waiting for her. Can you see who they are? "Hello," said Lexie. "I am the human's new cat. My name is Lexie." An old gray cat meowed. "My name is Oscar. We are all glad to meet you." The cow mooed and the pig grunted. They were happy to see Lexie. "We have been waiting for you," said the cow. "Yes," said the pig, "there is a surprise for you." "A surprise? For me? Whatever for?" asked Lexie. "You will know soon," said Oscar. Then Lexie's human came from the barn, holding a shiny new collar in her hands. Lexie stretched on her back legs to see it. "Is that the surprise?" Lexie asked. "It is," said the human. "You have grown up. This is for you." It was hard to believe Lexie had grown from a tiny, scared kitty to a full-grown cat. She felt so proud. "Thank you for the lovely gift." Lexie beamed and sat tall to show off her new collar. Lexie was happy to have such a wonderful home. Oh, Lexie grew into such a brave and curious cat. If you like this story, be sure to tell your friends, and you can go to our website at curlyshirleystorytime.com to learn how you can get your own copy. The author's website also has puzzles and games and other cool things you can do too. You can get the link to the website on curlyshirleystorytime.com so you can check it out. Be sure to subscribe so that you can get our latest updates. That's all for now. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.